Now, let's examine these thesis statements again. Living a visionless life is better than living a seeing life. The issue here is living a visionless life or living a seeing life, which is better? And the author's stance is not seeing is better. And this one, students' grades are an ideal tool to measure achievement. This time, the topic is the effect of students' grades in measuring achievement. The author thinks very positively of it. So, the two colors actually denote the two basic elements of a thesis statement, the issue and the position. Every qualified thesis statement must have both. Let's compare good thesis statements with the bad ones. Good thesis. World travel is an essential element in any young person's well-rounded education. There is an issue and there's a position. Bad thesis. In this essay, I'll talk about the world travel. There is the issue, but what's the position? Good thesis. More than anything else in our society, video games are responsible for the dumbing of America. Issue and position. Bad thesis. People are dumb. Well, there is an opinion here, but what exactly is the issue? People? Who? Dumb? In what way? Good thesis. When an elderly person is deciding on a pet, adopting a cat is a far better option than adopting a dog. Bad thesis. Cats rule, dogs drool. This time, neither the issue nor the position is clear. Hey man, what do you mean? You see, to write good thesis statements, you need to first establish an issue and then take a strong position. Now I hear more questions from you. How can I establish an issue and how can I take a strong position? Here we go. Sometimes you are assigned a writing topic. Other times you take the initiative to write on an issue that you're interested in. But in both cases, you need to make sure that your issue must be both specific and broad. What? Both specific and broad? Are you crazy? No, I'm not. I'm fully aware of what I'm saying. By specific, I mean the issue should be narrow enough so that you can zero in on it and fully develop it within the length of an essay. By broad, I mean it shouldn't be too narrow to attract audience. Compare these two topics. 1. Study abroad. 2. Benefits of study abroad to college students. Which one do you think is specific enough for an essay? Yep, the second one. The problem with the first topic is there's no focus. Study abroad. What aspects of the topic should I write about? Should I talk about the difficulties one may be faced with when studying abroad? Or the impact of such an experience on an individual? Or the factors that influence one's decision on whether to study abroad or not? Or a country's attitude towards sending citizens to study abroad? Or the ideal age for a person to go to study abroad? It's impossible to address all these aspects in one essay. This issue is too broad. In contrast, the second topic is much more suitable for an essay. It focuses on the benefits that study abroad can bring to college students, not other aspects. So you see, if a topic or an issue is too broad for an essay, you need to narrow it down. Question: Yeah, Lei, I know I need a specific issue of my essay, but what if I am provided with a broad topic, like study abroad? How am I supposed to narrow it down? Good question. Do you know how to make a large piece of paper into a small one? Just cut it. Yes, just cut it. You can just cut the broad topic and break it into different aspects, and then choose one piece to write about according to your own knowledge and interests. Here, a critical thinking technique is particularly useful. That is mind mapping. This is a mind map. At the center is the topic. Then the map branches out with different aspects of the topic. Each aspect would also be divided into sub-aspects. So a mind map is a diagram of categories. Mind mapping is a technique that can be used to develop the analysis skill of critical thinking. Remember, when we think critically, we need to analyze to discover the elements of a matter, the causes of an incident, the relations between two objects, and so on. A mind map is just the right tool to help us do the analysis. When we allow our thoughts to go into different aspects or sub-aspects of an issue, we are analyzing the elements and the relations between the elements. Research has shown that mind mapping is an effective way to see all the relevant issues or choices in the light of the big picture. Now let's try to narrow down the topic by using a mind map. Put the topic in the middle, study abroad. Now I think of two general aspects, costs and benefits. Cost to the individual, the family, and the country. Benefits to the individual, the family, and the country. Individual costs include money, time, efforts, emotions. Furthermore, money is needed to pay the tuition fee, the living and travel expenses. Benefits to an individual could be short-term and long-term. Short-term benefits may include knowledge, ability, and experiences. See, I can go on in this way to finish my mind map. As I do the mind mapping, I am cutting the broad topic of study abroad into smaller issues. And in the process, I find that I would like to focus my essay on the benefits to an individual in both the short and the long run. I just made my mind map and choose a specific issue for my essay. You can also make your own mind map and have your own choice of a suitable issue. But here's a tricky case. Students often write thesis statements in this way. Study abroad does more good than harm to students. Or study abroad is better than study home. The issue of the first one is comparing advantages with disadvantages in study abroad. The second one compares study abroad with study home. At the first glance, these issues seem to be specific enough for an essay. It's not all about the broad topic of study abroad. It's a comparison. But the problem is it potentially compares the number of advantages with that of disadvantages. Are there a limited number of advantages of study abroad? Can a writer exhaust the list of disadvantages of study home? Absolutely not. Then this issue is also too broad quantitatively.